Hey everybody, it's me, Black Lotus Master. I am doing a Mario Kart Double Dash Top 10, first Top 10, track list. At number 10, we have Mario Circuit. Now, just something about Mario Circuit, just, you start playing it and just kind of, it's smooth, you start playing it right away and it's smooth all the way around. I've always loved this track. You got that annoying chomp who will chomp your enemies if you lure them in close. And you go through the track and, it's mostly a clear walkway, and then you got these piranha plants who try to chomp you out also. So the track has lots of difficulty, but it's also, a shorter track. Got these Goombas in the way, and then once you finally get to the finish line, you might get chomped by another person. And then you might lose the race just because of those stupid chomps at the end of the race. So that is why Mario Circuit is number 10 on my list. At number 9 on my list is another favorite, DK Mountain. Just something about it is, it's a great track. It's difficult, and it's also fun. You start off the track, and you're ramping up here, and then, of course, you go into the big cannon, and just go all the way up to the mountain, and then, just the kind of storyline to it, You're going up to the mountain, and then you just rush down, and you crush your enemies below you, and it's a great track. There's so much different terrain on it that most other tracks don't have. You have falling boulders that's going to crush you, and you have tight turn that you can go off the ramps. Just like I just got crushed. And then also you have those people who try to jump some of these with mushrooms, and they usually end up either getting first place if they're used to it, or either getting last. And then of course at the end of the track you have this big swirly bridge that you usually can screw up a lot of people with if you have the right item. So that is why this is at number 9 on my list. At number 8 on my list is another personal favorite, Daisy's Cruiser. You start off, it's different from most others just because you are in the middle of the ocean on a cruiser. You got a couple shortcuts like behind this pool I could have taken, but it has great music, great track. You're in business when you get to Daisy's Cruiser. Just great rooms like this room, for example, with the moving tables. Good, definitely good gameplay. You got the choice of going down here or going the other way. I usually go around here, but of course, just fun in general. It's a good course. It's different from the others, which makes it number 8 on my list. Number 7 on my list is a angering kind of track, Sherbert Land. You got these ice skaters out here that makes everybody angry, and you go through it and it's all slippery because it's ice, and just the feeling of it, of being out in the wilderness and in the ice and ice racing in Mario Kart. It's just a great feeling. You got the happy snow people everywhere, and it's a really difficult track just because it is all ice, so you're always ramming into walls, and it's just a fun track in general, and it's very difficult, so that's why it lands my number 7 on this list. Number 6 on my list is a very good favorite of mine, Waluigi Stadium. Just something about it, I love the feeling of your, dirt racing in this stadium, and it's a great feeling. You got a bunch of these bumps, and it's mostly about drifting in this one. You can also screw up your enemies pretty badly in some of the areas by lightning if you hit them at the right area. It's pretty bad. You also got these, fire and piranhas coming out that anger you, and a bunch of jumps. So it's pretty much like a motocross track, but you're using cars. You get stuck in the mud all the time, and then right here, where I was talking about. Put your fire right there, and he drops down, and he has to start from that place again. And, just a fun track in general, and that's why it lands my number 6 on this list. Number 5 on my list is Yoshi's Circuit. I love this track. I've always loved this track. I've loved to race my brother all the time on this track. You know, it's just a great track. I've always tried to beat time trials on this track, but I always loved this track. You know, you got the tight curves, and what really makes it cool is it is in the shape of Yoshi. You know, the map is the shape of Yoshi, so you're pretty much riding on a Yoshi track. And just, you know, you got really tight corners, so it's all about how you plan all this, and a really fun course. You know, you got the piranha plants somewhere, and then this big turn can mess people up. Just the feeling around, you know, you got the Yoshi helicopter and Daisy's Circuit out there in a boat, and you just got a lot of cool, you know, places, you know, kind of places in the game. You know, you got cool environment in the game. You know, you got the boats right everywhere of Daisy's Cruiser, and that's why it lands number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is Rainbow Road. Now you're probably thinking, what? Rainbow Road should be way up higher, but I was never a very big fan of Rainbow Road. The feeling Rainbow Road is great, and you know, the music is always good. You know, it's just a cool place. You know, you're out in space and you're doing a track on space, but there's also a million places to fall over. Now, in the older games, it was much harder to actually stay on Rainbow Road, but you know, you're always falling, and especially if you're using, especially if you're versing a lot of people, you got people who throw shells at you and knock you off, and then you gotta start again. But also random stars. That's what I also love about this track, is there's random stars that show up on the track from the shooting stars that are flying everywhere. And you know, it's it's a good track. You know, it's not that the only reason it's not higher is just because you could fall off everywhere, and it's just not one of my favorites. You know, but that is why this landed a number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is Bowser's Castle. I just, you know, the big thing about this is the environment. You know, you come into Bowser's Castle with creepy music and try to avoid those, and you're on a red carpet most of the time, and you know, you get the feeling of what's it like in your enemy's castle, and it's just a great environment. You got lava you can fall into, and you got a bunch of Bowser's kind of friends, I guess, you know, helping them. You know, you got fire all around that trying to kill you, and you know, it's just a really cool place. You know, that you're getting to, you know, drive in Bowser's Castle, in the castle, and also a little bit outside. And you know, it's just a great track in general. It's fun, and also can be angering at times. But that is why it landed a number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list is Dino Jungle. Once I was a little kid and I used to play this game, and I unlocked this track, it felt like I was in, you know, back then in, you know, where all these dinosaurs are at, and it was the best thing ever. You know, you got crystal caves, and, you know, it was just the best thing ever. You know, oh my gosh, dinosaurs are in my Mario game. You know, I love this game. You know, you get into the Egyptian tombs, and you got these waterfalls everywhere, and you got the dinosaurs flying everywhere and in your way, and it is a really good track, and I've just always, you know, I've always loved it. You know, and just the dinosaurs look so friendly. You know, you just see that face and it's like, oh, it's a cute big dinosaur, but it's gonna crush me if I go under it. That's why it landed a number 2 on my list. It's just because of the environment. Number 1 on my list is Wario Colosseum. And, you know, the first time I saw this track, I loved it. The music is great. The feel of you're on, you know, chains and metal, and just in the air is just an amazing cool thing, you know. It's the coolest track. You know, you're jumping into, you know, big daredevil things, and you jump in places, and just a really good track. If you do pick up Double Dash, make sure to get all the way to this cup and try out this track, because it is a great track. It's a longer track, but, you know, the feeling of it is worth sitting through and playing this track. You know, I always love to play through this track. Every now and then, if I ever pick up and start playing Double Dash, this is the first thing I go to. You know, I love this track. I love the feeling. You know, you're in Wario's place. You know, you're at his Colosseum. You know, it's just a really cool track in general. That is why it is at #1 on my list. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share this, please, 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 on all your social media. Definitely like it. And, as always, leave a comment below on suggestions on what you'd like me to do next. I haven't been getting any comments, so I'm just kind of going to do what I need to do. And if you don't like it, then post a comment below. And, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. This was a Black Lotus Master production.